What a crazy day on the water today. You know, we had an amazing first day, and then expected to kind of go out today. And honestly, you know, after having a great day like that on the first day, you want to go out on the second day and do equally as good. And it was definitely a grinder out there today. You know, first thing this morning, we ran out and did a ride through. It's not a really big lake, so I was able to see a lot of it and see what it had to offer. There was not a lot of man-made structure, not very many boat docks, so I kind of knew that wasn't going to be a player. But it had a lot of lily pads, a lot of grass, a lot of you know, buggy whips, and then you could see some high spots and some long points and some rock and things like that. And so my first instinct is to go straight to my largemouth roots, and I really, you know, I love to power fish. And that's what I did for the first hour and a half, and I pushed it hard, you know, fished some really good water for one or two small bites and that were not even keeper fish. So I made a decision that, you know, towards the end of the first period, after not catching any fish, to go ahead and run back out to the main lake and start looking at some of these rock shoals and rock points and things like that. And again, immediately with being there 5 or 10 minutes, I look and I see a smallmouth on a rock shoal, which, you know, a light bulb goes off, an indicator, so I have to sit down and tie on a couple of things, some drop shots and things like that. And immediately within the last 30 minutes of the round, I believe I caught 1 or 2 fish and lost a couple of fish that were key. And so I had a lot of confidence at the end of the first period. We had the 30-minute break, we went in. I was able to go ahead and re-rig all my rods that I needed to get out and fish for smallmouth and tie on numerous drop shots and things like that. And I ran out there and I was really excited about getting back out. I thought we were going to dial it in, and immediately I lose 2 fish almost back to back, and then a third fish I lose. And I'm not sure why that the fish weren't committing to the bait. I couldn't figure it out. I just thought it was hard. You know, maybe these fish were pressured, maybe they've been caught, maybe there wasn't that many. I wasn't sure. But we only managed to catch 1 or 2 fish in the second period. But after that second period, we went back in, and we knew we still had a lead. It wasn't a very big lead, that they had closed it up some. That last period, going back out, is when I really kind of figured out what was going on with these fish. But then with like an hour left, it really slicked off for just a second, and the sun came out, and I happened to look down and I see 3 or 4 black holes, and I look and there's a bass on a bed in one of those holes. But I was able to ultimately see a couple of them and then flip to one that I didn't even know was a fish was on a bed, and catch that smallmouth. It was a little over 2.5 pounds, I believe, to seal me in for the win of the round. And I mean, that was that last 15 minutes of the round was excruciating. But you know, that's what I feel like I learned at that particular junction in the event, and I'll be able to carry that with me to the next, you know, round that we go to. So today I caught all my fish on a drop shot, and it was fishing with a Z2, which is a Strike King bait. It's a shiner, it's an elastic type bait that you can use multiple times for multiple fish. And between the Z2 and the half shot, which is another Strike King bait, and it was purple and gold. Those were the 2 key baits for me. You know, I was throwing that on like a 3/8 ounce drop shot weight and just a 1/0 nose hook. And I mean, those Lew's rod and reels, I was, you know, just the Pro TI rods and our new Lew's reels. Everybody that's here has worked their tail off to be here. To win it would just, I mean, it's the World Championship. This is the greatest group of anglers that you can assemble to fish against, and to come out on top for a round is amazing. But to come out on top for the whole duration and to be the world champion would be an absolute dream come true. And you know, I'm gonna fish hard, put my head down, and say a little prayer, and let's just go out there and swing on them.
What a great feeling, World Championship, to come out on top for a round. We still have a lot of work ahead of us, so we're gonna go get to it.